I'm James Mollison and I'm the photographer for the BLAUER campaign. For the fall-winter campaign, we hired a truck which we made a studio in, and it meant that it didn't matter what the weather was, that we could travel around Detroit and Michigan, street casting, looking for interesting people, and then we could bring them into the truck to make their portrait. We headed up north of Detroit, up through the forests and up to the Great Lake areas to the Mackinac Bridge, where there I met Joe, who ran a gallery called Tangent. He'd come up to see the blue ice that was happening at Mackinac Bridge. We spent time in Corktown, the old Irish quarter of Detroit, which is an area where 15 to 20 years ago was almost abandoned. We met Chris in his studio High Bias, where he records local Detroit bands and his own experimental electronic music. This is where we met Rob, the singer and guitarist from the band Dark Red. We travelled to Eastern Market, a big farmers market on Saturday where Detroiters come to shop. It's also home of the Detroit Design Festival. There we met Curtis Roach, who gets his name from Curtis Mayfield and a cockroach because you can never get rid of him. And then we saw him play later that evening at L Club. At Eastern Market we met Austin, lead singer of a new Detroit band called Kimball. He played us his new song, recorded up at the Ashram studio up in Ortonville in Michigan. Michigan Central Station, with its 70-metre roof, it was the tallest station of its time when it was built in 1914. However, from 1988 it has been abandoned and became a symbol of Detroit's decline. But it might become a symbol of its rebirth as there is talk of it being renovated. It was here that we met Brooke, an architecture student studying at MSU. Another thing about Detroit that really struck me is the amount of graffiti and artwork that you see on the buildings. It's a city where artists have come and they've been invited to paint the city. And almost on every street you go down, you find there's been walls painted or they've turned buildings into sculptures. Travelling around like we do, having this truck and the studio, you meet real Americans, and obviously we're kind of looking for a look that we think works with BLAUER. But it's been really interesting to meet people, you know, just trying to survive in this city.